Well. I've been on a pistol spree lately, haven't I? So I've been meaning to do this for a long time. Detonics 45s. I've never actually owned a Detonics. Now I do have the Chisato pistol, which I very much like, but I've always wanted to get a black and a silver Detonics and swap the parts over, so I have two-tone pistols, and I finally did it. So while I was on WGC, I went to order the Osprey, and then I flicked through the website to see if there's anything else. I saw the Glock 17 Gen 5 from Umarex. Let's get that in the basket and some mags. And then they had these in stock. So not a lot of places stock these at the minute, but or didn't at the time. And here we have Tokyo Marui Detonics 45s. Now these are short versions of like a 1911. We have, these are old pistols from Marui. We have a bag of BBs that you can trust. Marui ships high quality BBs, all their replicas. These are the little spacers you can put in your mags if you want to dry fire it without holding down the slide release. Comes in like a box that makes it look like some 45 ACP hollow points, but it's just for show. We get a short, very short magazine. I'm not sure how many of these hold actually. Let's not do that yet. It's going to be about 10-15 rounds. However, I'm pretty sure they take normal sized 1911 mags. So with the black one, we get a chrome magazine. Let's pull this tab off here. We can pull the plug out. And as you can see, it is a small 1911. I've always found these a bit odd because the sights are like moved forward and you've got this flat space here. Again, old pistols, but we'll see how they fare in 2026. We've just got a bit of bubble wrap and obviously the manuals and stuff, and I think there'll be an unjamming and cleaning rod there. Different boxes for the different pistols. If we take a look in this one, same deal. We get a little chrome magazine. We get the Detonics 45 in, they call it stainless, but it's basically like a matte silver. Very, very old school. They don't feel great. They feel kind of like cheap guns you find on the market in terms of their weight and how the plastic feels. Obviously, Marui's come a long way since. Same little accessory pack, BBs and the mag spacers. You know, your manuals and jamming rod and everything is in that little pamphlet there. And we can set these to one side. They come in, like I say, very different boxes. They obviously got released at different times, but here we have the Detonics 45. So what I'm going to do, I am going to first fill the magazines up with some green gas. Yes, I'm running green gas. I run all my Maruis on green gas and propane. I've never really had an issue. We can fill the magazine at the top. Is that full? Pretty much. That one's a bit too full. We'll strip one out. Always need to make sure you have a gap at the top of the magazines. So we're going to fire them and see what they do. First of all, how many rounds you got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 rounds, I think. We can test that through the chrono. Where's the chrono? Here it is. We're going to set it to 2 5s. Now this gun is going to be low powered, just to warn you. 0.525, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.519, 0.513, 0.493, 0.521, and 0.499. So pretty much bang on half a joule with a 2.5. They'll shoot, you know, a little bit better on .2s. It's a small pistol with a small magazine with an extremely short barrel. And yeah, don't expect too much from these things. They are... Why won't the magazine go in? There we go. Don't expect too much from them. They're small framed gas blowback pistols, so we're just going to get rid of the rest of the mag. They still perform great even to the last round. Now, with this one, we're going to count the rounds because this one is a full mag. So we'll see how many it holds without me just dodgily counting it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 round magazines. Cool. Right, however, this is a larger mag. Can we use... These are mags from my M45, which is basically a full-size 19mm mag with a little bumper on the bottom. Can we use this? And if we can, which I'm pretty sure we can, does the power change? So we can use longer magazines, which is great because I've got a bunch of these. And we'll see how it does. So we'll just chrono a couple. 0.548, 0.538, 0.529, 0.519, 0.533. So again, still just over half a joule. These aren't meant to be high-powered airsoft pistols, so we're just going to get rid of the mag now. What I will say about these things is they are extremely snappy. They're very, very small. This would be a great pistol for like if you were doing like maybe a milsim game, and that milsim or weekend game has capture rules where the games that I've been to basically run in a way where you'll have your primary and your secondary, and it's up to the captors to look at your weapons and say that's out of play, that's out of play. So you captured, a guy might come up to you and go, right, your rifle's out of play, your pistol's out of play, your grenades, everything like that is out of play, everything they could see. But usually those games, they have to physically tell you what they can see to say it's out of play. Now, I've also been at games long ago where if you did conceal something like this and you were captured and they didn't find it and say it's out of game, because the reason why they would say it's out of game, because, you know, a lot of people have expensive replicas. The last thing I want is some guy coming up to me and going, right, give me a rifle. It could be hundreds, if not thousands of pounds worth of stuff. It's to get round them, taking that off you and breaking it. They just tell you can't use it. So I was in a game years ago and I actually had one of those VFC Glock 43s. So it was a Glock pistol that was very, very small like this. It was practically useless. However, when I was in the jail cells of this building where I was captured, I had this concealed. And then what had actually happened, I just waited and the fob where I was being held got hit. During the firefight where they were taking the fob, I extracted this Glock 43 and I shot a couple of my captors. I did get shot myself, but it just meant there was... I'm not sure why that's getting stuck. It just meant the people who were attacking, obviously on my friendly team, had a few less people to deal with. So again, that's a very, very exclusive scenario here. But why did I buy these pistols? Well, as you know, I'm a collector. I love this stuff. I am a big fan of Marui. There's no secret about that. However, I've always wanted dual-tone Detonics. And sometimes they did sell them long ago. There's a couple of shops out there that show them on their website, but obviously they don't have them in stock. So what I've always wanted to do was have a silver one with a black slide and vice versa. So what we can actually do, it's dead simple. It's mad that this is the main reason why I bought them. Just because I think the black and the silver is just a bit boring. So we extract these pins here. We can take the silver. We could put it on to the black frame. Do we put the silver? I think so. I think we put the silver one on there. So we've got a two-tone Detonics 45 now. I really do like that. It's much better than the standard black colour. And then vice versa, we put this onto, I think this is going to be my favourite, onto the silver frame. How much cooler. I really do love silver like 1911s like this with black slides. I just think it's got a really movie-esque look to it. We could also swap over the spring guides, of course, because they are a slightly different colour. Let's do that. So yeah, I've always wanted them. Not a lot of companies do little pistols like this. It is an expensive... they're not expensive. I think they were like 80 quid or $80. Not expensive at all, but what we can do, if I can extract this, try not to let it go flying across the room. So we'll extract that. We'll extract this one. It's a shame it doesn't come with a black barrel, but we're just gonna swap these over as well. If it came with a black barrel, I think that would have been even better. They also do, I think there's a couple of companies that do like upgrade kits for these where you can get like steel slides and all kinds of stuff, which might be nice. Now, there's a pistol that we can compare this to in just a moment, which I'll show you. So we'll put these back together. I really like this silver and black combo. I think it's because the grips are black as well, so it kind of goes with it. I really like that. That is a cool little sidearm. Getting grease all over my hands here. Because as you'll know, recently I bought a pistol which was from Army and T8. Let me just try and get the box out here, which was this, what was it called again? I can't quite remember. It was a Colt something. I forget the name of it. Did it say it on the box? I don't think so. Colt Defender. There we go. So you remember I bought this, which was a Colt Defender. Then this is a little bit bigger. In terms of the size, this is a much better size. It's much more 1911-ish compared to the Detonics. It's just if they did a silver variant of this, I probably would have bought it and done the same thing. Now this has a very, very strong recoil spring. Now this pistol was actually pretty good in my testing. As I say that, and the mag's out of gas, but I think we can run it on Marui mags. I'm sure I did. A little bit more up to date. You know, we get one thing that did annoy me with this pistol was it does come with a thread adapter. I would have loved to have ran it without the thread adapter like that, but they extend the inner barrel through where the thread adapter goes, and the thread adapter is one of those ones where you tighten it one way and it loosens the other. So I think I'm just going to have to thread lock that in. We can't really get round it because the barrel sticks out. I could machine the barrel down, but don't really want to be doing that. But yeah, I'm growing a family of small 1911s, and that Chisato one somewhere. I'm not sure. I can't remember what I did with it, but there we have it. Just a personal little endeavour for myself, but I've always wanted a Detonics that looked like this. I mean, this is kind of like the counterpart, so they kind of go together. I mean, imagine running around in CQB with these things, running half a joule. I think it'd be pretty cool with extended mags, but there we go. Nice little weird video for you all. Usually when I'm doing stuff like this, I don't record it, but I'll just put it out there anyway. And if people have got a love for like 1911s and wacky pistols like I have, they might enjoy it. So I really do like this. It's a very, very heavy pistol. You know, if I can get some steel kits or some like CNC aluminium kits for these that make them look like this, but they feel better, I might go down that route. But then it becomes an even more expensive journey. However, I'm going to leave it there. I'm sure there's going to be people telling me that I've done the wrong thing buying these cheaper Marui pistols, but there we go. Detonics 45s in the two-tone. I really do like this. I maybe should have waited to maybe if they come back in stock, because they did sell them like this. I'm sure Tokyo Marui Airsoft, I can't remember the name of the website. I'm sure it was Tokyo Marui Airsoft. There's a shop that sells predominantly Tokyo Maruis. I'm sure they had one of these listed on their site. Maybe if they do have them in stock again, I might just buy one so I've got like a matching set. But there we have it. Hope you like it. Bit of a weird video for you, but I thought I'd video it anyway, because I'm getting a bit lax with the videos because I'm so busy. But let me know what you think in the comments. Have I done the right thing, or have I just wasted some more money that I probably shouldn't have? But if you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you did enjoy it. It helps the channel out a lot. Comment down below what you think. Get involved with the Jaeger Precision Discord community. The link will be in the description below. But as always, from me and Bench, soon to be new Bench maybe, or more information on that coming soon. We'll see you in the next one.